Hi guys, my name's Melissa. Thanks for joining us again today. So today we're going to be learning forward rolls. Now for this activity it's really important that you do it with a parent or guardian and make sure you're in a nice safe space. So we want a nice soft area. Carpet is fine, but you might want to put a duvet or something even softer on the floor just to make it a little bit easier for you. And then make sure we're doing it with our grown-ups at all times just to make sure we're nice and safe. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is do a quick warm-up. So starting like we normally do, we're going to start feet together and then we're going to see if we can do our big arm circles round and round. That's it, see if we can get those arms to brush your ears. Fantastic, and forwards, that's it. Keep them nice and straight. Brilliant, and we're going to stretch up tall to the ceiling. Going to reach forwards and we're going to hold our stretch there. That's it, and we're going to stretch to the ceiling again. See if you can make the stretch even taller. And then folding forwards. Fantastic. Then we're going to go into our star shape. Now we're going to see this time we can put one hand on our hip. We're going to glue one arm to our ear. And we're going to see if we can lean over to the side, then down to our foot. Should we try that one again? So we're going to go over to the side, hold the stretch, then down to our foot. We're going to try the other side. So we're going to put our hand on our hip, we're going to glue our arm to our ear, we're going to go over to the side, and down to our foot. And we'll try that once more. We're going to go over to the side, and down to our foot. Fantastic. Now we're going to see if we can do our stretch shape with our arms to our ears, but with our legs wide this time. And this time I'd like you to see if you can reach forward and make a nice flat back. So you're almost making like a tabletop that someone could rest their dinner on. That's it. See if you can make your back nice and flat. Super. And then we're going to see if we can pop our hands nice and flat on the floor. Don't worry if you can't get them all the way down to the floor. Just keep your legs really straight and go as far as you can and hold the stretch there. That's it. Should we try that one again? So we're going to stretch up to the ceiling. Reach forward, see if we can get our back super straight, super flat. And then as far as we can down without letting our legs bend. Super. Right, into our squat shape. We're going to glue our knees together and we're going to see if we can do our little bunny jump, our little jump with our hands nice and flat on the floor. You ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3, jump those feet and back down. Just going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing nice and easily. So remember our hands are flat on the floor in our squat shape and we glue our knees together, nice straight arms, up and down. Brilliant. Right into our pike sit. So sitting up nice and straight, we're going to circle our feet round one way and circle them the other way and pushing our toes down to the floor, pointing our toes and up to the ceiling, flexing our feet and point, flex, point, flex. Very good, big stretch up to the ceiling. And reaching forward, we're going to hold our stretch. Remember, trying to get our chest nice and close to our knees, but making sure we don't bend our legs. That's it. And once more, big stretch up to the ceiling. And reaching forwards. Super. Now we're going to try one more new stretch today, and this is our straddle stretch. So who can remember their straddle sit? That's it, big wide legs, hands in the middle. So what we're going to try and do today is we're going to see if we can get our ear to touch our knee. So we're going to go all the way over, see if we can get our ear as close as we can to our knee, remembering we've got to keep our legs as straight as we can all the time. That's it. And we're going to try the other side now. All the way over. That's it. Very good, guys. Well done if you had to try that one. That's a tricky one, that one. Right, we're going to come onto our knees and we're going to warm up our wrists. So we're going to clasp our hands into a ball and we're going to go round and round. That's it. And then we're going to do our big waves. Up and down, and give our hands a shake. Shake those hands, shake those feet, And we should be nice and warm, ready for our gymnastics. So, as I said at the beginning of the video, we're going to be learning our forward roll today. Now, before we do a skill in gymnastics, we need to break down the steps of the skill so we're really confident we can do the skill safely and well. So I'm going to go through some of the steps with you now. So the first thing we need to think about is how we start our forward roll. So our forward roll always starts in a stretch shape. So we always start our forward roll like this. That's it. Can you guys show me your stretch shapes? That's it. Arms brushing our ears, fingers stretched up to the ceiling. Lovely. Now we need to make our body roll. So what we need to make sure is that we're in the right body shape that enables us to roll over. And the shape we make in a forward roll is our tuck shape. So it's very similar to the squat shape that we did in the warm-up, but we're going to do it on our bottoms, and I'm going to face the side just so that you can see nice and clearly what I'm doing. So our tuck shape is knees tucked into our tummies and our arms out in front of us. That's it. So that's the shape we make in our forward roll. However, we don't just want to stay still, do we? We want to go all the way over. We want to roll. So we need to make sure we're in a nice ball shape. Now to do that, we need to make sure our head is tucked in. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put your finger on your chin and see if you can push your chin nice and gently all the way down. Nice and low, so you're looking at your knees. So your chin needs to be tucked in like this. Very good. Right, and what we're going to do now is we're going to see if we can rock backwards and forwards, keeping in that shape. So we're going to push our chin gently down, so we're looking at our knees. That's it, and we're going to see if we can rock backwards and forwards in that shape. So we're going to go backwards and back up. That's it. Did you have a try of that one? Could you stay in your tuck shape? Shall we have another go? Remember, so we're going to put our chin on our chest, looking at our legs, and we're going to rock backwards and forwards. Now, if you find it a little bit tricky to keep your chin on your chest, you can try using an object to help you. So you might want to use something nice and soft and flat, such as a sock, and you can pop it under your chin and see if you can hold it there as you rock backwards and forwards. And that way you'll know that you've kept your chin on your chest all the way through the rock. Right, so we've done the rock. So the last thing we need to know how to do is how to finish. And our forward roll always finishes the same as it starts, and that's in our stretch shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our rock, and then we're going to see if we can reach our hands forward and stand up. But what we need to make sure is that as we rock forward, we tuck our feet in nice and close to our bottoms and reach our hands forward so it's easy to stand up. So I'm going to show you now, and then I'd like you to have a try yourselves. Okay, so we're going to have our hands out in front of us. We rock backwards, forwards, feet in close, and a big stretch up. We're going to try that one once more. So arms out in front of us. We're going to rock backwards, forwards, feet in close, and a big stretch up. So they're the 4 stages of our forward roll. And now we're going to put it all together. So to show us the full skill, I'm going to go through all the stages, and Ava's going to show us a full forward roll. So just remember, if you're trying this skill at home, make sure you're doing it with a grown-up, and make sure it's on a nice soft surface, and make sure you're following all the steps for the progressions that we've just done. So the first thing we need to make sure is that we've got a nice stretch shape to start. So Ava, can you stretch those arms up to your ears? Fantastic. So we stretch our arms up to our ears. Then we need to do our nice squat shape. So remember, in your squat shape from earlier, we're going to bend our bottom all the way down to our feet, and we're going to squeeze our knees together. Fantastic. And the third really important thing we need to remember is we need to make our chin touch our chest. We need to tuck our head in. That's it. Chin all the way onto our chest. Fantastic. Then what we're going to do is, to make the roll from this shape, we're going to just straighten our legs slowly, so our bottom comes right up into the air, still keeping our chin in our chest, and we're going to do a little push and keep looking at our tummies. Little push off our feet, keep looking at our tummies, and then we're going to bend our knees right in close and a big stretch. Big stretch to finish.